And let's take a look at the secondary text, which is Judith Butler's Politics of Radical Resignification. So why is this text important? Well, in this text, Judith Butler is a contemporary philosopher and one of the leading contemporary philosophers in the United States, primarily writing about gender and sexuality, applying um, the philosophical tradition to um, issues of identity, specifically gender and sexuality. Um, and so in this interview, she is, talking on a philosophical and political level uh, about a lot of things that Ansel Dua is actually doing in Borderlands. So Ansel Dua, being the artist that she is not really that interested in, grounding out or grinding out all the details and making sure that her argument is, philosophically and politically sound. But with Butler, that's what you're going to get. So many of the points that Ansel Dua is making, um, Butler is really grounding them in a philosophical tradition. So you might find this useful, especially if you're more philosophically oriented, more, sort of hard politically oriented, and you find the more creative aesthetic aspects of Ansel Dua a little off-putting. So let's take a look at the text, okay? So again, it is an interview. In the first part of the text, it gives a nice little review and introduction to Judith Butler's work, okay? And you can see in the boxes on the left-hand side, I've sort of summarized, what the main points are there, okay? So it opens up with an introduction, and then it finally gets to the interview itself, okay? So in the interview itself, it's going to talk about, at first and throughout, the idea of language, right? And so Butler is usually considered a very difficult philosopher to read, and she's very adamant about that in saying that, we need a difficult text. We need a text, a reading experience which challenges us to get beyond our standardized and disciplinized, universalized language. So she's making a similar argument to Ansel Dua. She's not making it from this point of view of the Borderlands argument so much,